everybody, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. I've got Z's over there, look. I reckon I can actually hit him from here. Oh, yeah. Burger, what a shot. Hello, Inks. Hello, Elegon. Hello, Mr. Chuchi. Hello, Mario. Hello, Stripe. How you all doing? Oh, what a shot, mate. This thing's pretty accurate, actually, isn't it? I've even got a headshot there on that one behind. Oh. Really? What about now, folks? Is that any better? Must admit, I did have a bit of a strange boot up sequence today because that very persistent Windows 10. Is it still stuttering? It's alright now, is it? Okay. Oh god, now the fucking phones. Oh my lord! Tell them to go away, Elegon. We're not taking any calls today. Okay. All dead. Right, so, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I did. It's kind of strange, isn't it? It would appear that if I deviate in any way, shape, or form from my normal boot up procedure, that things with the mic do go a bit awry. I think the problem I've got, to be fair, is this Windows 10. I think is it on Friday? I think it's the 29th of July, isn't it? I think that's our last day to upgrade to Windows 10. I really don't know whether to do it or not. I really don't. I know apparently I can roll back, but my attitude is at the moment with the stream PCs, if it's not broke, then why fiddle about with it? I mean, it's just a pain in the ass having two different OSs, that's all. And like the two primary rigs, you know what I mean? I was going to go and get a load of sand, but as soon as we seem to have logged in at exactly 10 o'clock, that's a bit of a bugger really, isn't it? Let's get that up. I think today what we're going to do, I'm going to do the farm first thing in the morning. I really want to sort of terraform the farm up a little bit. Because at the moment we've not really got any crops growing. I'm not overly worried about the bamboo, but I'd like to get some cotton and things sorted. You're right, Annalise, how you doing? Yeah, thanks for the heads up on the microphone, by the way, folks. It was like super persistent. It kept popping up. Do you want to upgrade? No, I fucking don't. Do you want us to remind you later? Yes, please. Are you sure you don't want to upgrade? Yeah, I'm absolutely positive. Just remind me later. Are you absolutely, totally, definitely 100% positive? Because we can do like several more pop-ups if you really want to. No, it's okay. Please, just go away now. it just wouldn't go away. It just wouldn't go away. Oh, hello, Dread. How you doing? Hi, it's Andrew. I saw him at your window when I was keeping the garden clear of bug. Oh, dear. Mute accurately. Don't do it, Grum. It totally fucks your computer and you can't go back if you have an issue. See, yeah, well, this was it, you see. But you need a fresh install. Ah, right. So you've upgraded to Windows 10 on your. Do you use like a dual rig setup as well, then, Dread? Yeah, it was. They seem to be quite adamant that I could just simply roll back to Windows 8.1 at any time, but then someone in chat was saying that you'd actually have to have the disk to do that, and I'm like, oh god, you know, that sounds a lot like a full reinstall. T-babies have what? That's very sad, Mr. Chichi. That's very horribly sad. If you have a computer you don't care too much about, Grum, you could update that and take the key from that. Then you have the free key if you do want to upgrade in the future. Oh, I never thought of that, Dread. Now that's an interesting. Would it actually give? Does it work that simply? Is the key not like tied to the hardware? You know what these bloody Microsoft Windows buggers are like. Wow. You went Windows 10 on your other PC. Input director didn't work, so I tried to roll back to 7 and it didn't work. Oh, you're going from 7 to 10. I'll be going from 8.1 to 10. I don't know if there's any difference or not, but you ended up having to reinstall Windows. Oh, Dread, what a pain in the ass, mate. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was saying, Darko. Yeah, it's Friday the 29th is the last chance to upgrade. I mean, I would upgrade to Windows 10 in a heartbeat. I've got absolutely no reason not to upgrade to Windows 10 on anything but my stream computer. I just use I use the original version of OBS. You know, I'm not using the actually, I'll tell you what, we'll start doing the elevator while we wait. I'm not using this. What's it called? What's the new one called? Dread OBS Studio, I think it's called. Is that right? It doesn't really offer me any benefits, to be fair, or at least none that I can quite put my finger on. I mean, I'm sure it is better, but I don't really need to worry about sort of optimization on the CPU or anything. I mean, it doesn't really tax what I've got anyway. God damn, this room is so weird. Let's take some rebar. Let's get a little bit of a wood. And let's get a little bit of concrete. We'll just do this while we warm up for the day, I think. Place that. Well, no, we don't need to, do we? Sod it, let's just do this. So we're going to be going down 10 blocks in total with this, aren't we? Might be able to do this tonight, actually. Yeah, that'd be nice. Nice little warm-up. I was trying to find out a little bit more about No Man's Sky yesterday. I've come to the conclusion that there isn't really a lot to know. I came across what appeared to be an extremely informative video talking about dogfighting and good tactics and all this. And then it suddenly dawned on me, how the fuck does this bloke know any of this? And then I started reading into the comments, and lo and behold, it's all just complete speculation. The way the bastard was talking, though, it was like he was... It was as if he'd played like many an hour of it. And then I suddenly clocked in the comments section that people were saying, hang on a minute, mate, you're just completely making wild guesses based on rumours and what little footage we've seen. I was like, oh, for God's sake, there's 10 minutes of my life completely wasted. That'll teach me, won't it? Stick with OBS Classic for now. Yeah, that's what I'm using, mate, yeah. There's a file that is the license key in there, is it? I'll just fuck off, phone. Why is it a second I start streaming, every fucker in the world wants to speak to me all of a sudden? There are some issues with the network packet settings in OBS Studio that haven't been ported from Classic yet. Yeah, it's bath time. Is that time of year, is it, Daiko? Happy bathing, mate. Which basically means I never drop frames with OBS Classic in the studio. I drop around 0.5%. Oh, that's sod it then, mate. Cheers, Dread. Nice to speak to someone who's actually got hands-on experience. Yeah, sod it then. Forget it. Decision made. Stick with 8.1. So what's the plans with this OBS then? I mean, why is it taking so long? Because they were talking about this OBS Studio like a couple of years back, weren't they? Is it? I don't know. It just seems weird it's not. I don't know. I'll have to have a bit of a Google around, have a look. What's that, Cryptic? What are you trying to find, mate? What command do you have to do? Hello, Simpsy. You're up bright and early, mate. Yeah, cheers for that, Dread. That's a no-brainer then, mate. I'll just leave it. Sod it. You know, if at some point I have to upgrade to Windows 10 for whatever reason, then I'll have to get a Studi key or something, won't I? How you doing, Elegon? Well, what's the main benefits that you can see then, Dread. I mean, straight off the bat, what would be the you know, if you had to come up with one defining bonus for the studio, what would it be? I know, I think it was Beast or someone I was speaking to. I know the audio options are finally as they should be. So, I mean, that's a good thing. The other one was obviously the optimization for the H.264 or is it H.264 encoding on the CPU is supposed to be a little bit more optimized. I don't know how the hell they pulled that off, but those seem to be the main two things that pop into my head. God, blimey, Alec. She's probably still got her slippers on, mate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't you go stressing Simpsy this early in the morning, Elegon. God, blimey. She'll flip the table. Instead of things like the green screen, noise gate, all those things that were on sources now work on a filtering system. Which means it's way more flexible, plus the potential to add plug-in filters. You really think the UI is miles better as well. I'll tell you what, I might have a little play with it over the weekend, Dread. It'll be too late then, though, won't it? I'll have missed the window for Windows 10. What you're saying is, though, OBS Studio at the moment is not exactly it's not exactly super stable. What about the Windows 10 and OBS Classic then, mate? What are the downsides with Windows 10 and OBS Classic? I told you, look, she's fucked off already now, Elegon. You scared her off, mate. It's too much work too early. She can't handle it. What was I after? Wood. Good start to the... Oh, actually, I just realised this was probably a really bad idea, because I should imagine I will fall into this hole many times today now. I will remember to put rebar at the top. Keep me safe. Safety at work, Elegon. Safety at work, mate. OBS Studio is close. It just needs a few more things. I haven't seen any issues with Windows 10 and Classic. So your issues are all to do with controlling the second PC from the... Right. I might risk the upgrade, mate. If I'm not streaming next week, you know, it's because I'm flying out to Microsoft's headquarters to ask for them to personally fix my rig. What was that? Oh, hang on, I've just thought. Hang on, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we need to decide. Yes. This next row we don't actually fill in, do we? It's 3 high. So if that's the main door, where's the shaft going to take us? It's going to head north, isn't it? That's almost a shame, actually, because it would make... Obviously, we're going to end up with... Maybe we should have the elevator here. So it would actually be... That would actually be the control mechanism, rather than here. If we have it here, we're going to have a block as soon as you enter, which is probably going to be a little bit cumbersome. So we either... Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. And the beauty of this is it means that at the bottom, the lever will be on this side, and we're going to be travelling north. That actually makes more sense, doesn't it? So we actually want that side as our empty side. Forward planning, you see? Forward planning. So this needs to stay empty, whereas all of this can be backfilled. 3 more, assuming that is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there we go. I don't think anyone's blaming Windows 10. I mean, like I said, I actually really... I'm a big fan of Windows 10. I really like it. It's just that, obviously, there's a lot of software that has been around for a hell of a long time that essentially is kind of free to us as streamers. You know, whether it be OBS or some of the audio packages and what have you. And of course, you know, these guys don't necessarily get paid unless we sort of give them a bit of a PayPal donation. So you can hardly expect them to suddenly start, you know, making things work for new OSs. It's, you know, it's not Windows 10's fault. It's no one's fault, really. I like all the benefits Windows 10's brought me on my gaming rig. I'm like I said, a super snappy rig now. It wasn't that bad before, but Windows 10 certainly improved matters. Of course, we've still got all the benefits, hopefully, if it ever happens, of DX12, haven't we? Can't actually see that block. Is that it there? I not dug that out. Strange. Tell you what we'll remember to do this time is we'll put the hay down before we put the elevator in. That was a bit tricky last time, wasn't it? Yeah, well the thing is, Elegon, we're actually playing. That's partly why I'm doing this, mate. It's we're gonna have electric light in here, dude. Be kind of nice to do it all and have it all up and running. We're gonna have to be really careful we don't have a cave in down here, guys. Suppose we're getting some sand. Suppose I could stick some torches in for the meantime, Elegon. I think it would definitely be worth me backfilling this as we go. So we'll do it as opposed to like the diamond shape. We'll actually do it as the full 3x3 as we go along. We'll only do like say maybe like a 3x3x3 at a time. Yeah, that should be okay, shouldn't it? So I actually need to go back one, don't I? Oh fuck, hang on a minute. Oh fuck. Oh shit, I need this as a 5x5 here, don't I? God damn. Yeah, because the switch will be on here. Ugh. So, I tell you what, the amount of bloody digging we must have done in this game is frankly quite shocking. Definitely need to go back one. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we actually normally go back another one. But might be nice to recess a couple of chests in, even if we never actually use them. Just add a little bit of something to it. It is, yeah. I mean, this bloody DX12. I was reading some very interesting articles about DX12, and in particular how it's all sort of potentially going to pan out for AMD. We know Nvidia's just announced their new Titan, haven't they? So we can only assume we'll have a 1080 Ti, I would have thought, at some point this year. Albeit very late this year. Pretty scary stuff, graphics cards at the moment, to be honest with you. It's all good stuff though, because the better the graphics card, I'm hoping more oomph we'll have for VR. You interested in VR, Dredge? You got anything or thinking of getting anything? Windows 10's way faster than 7. Yo, I'd say, to be honest, Windows 10's way faster than Windows 8, and Windows 8 ain't exactly fucking slow, to be honest. Alright, so that's... It will definitely make it 5x5. That's where that... So the lever will be there. This will actually be hay bales. Oh, look, it's bang underneath. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I think let me just finish off this chamber, guys. How are we doing for food? Not too bad. Might as well at least have the start of the tunnel. And I like the thought of having the 5x5. It keeps in with the rest of it. I need to knock this bottom out anyway, don't I? For concrete, so let's do that as well. It's 4! How you doing, Lady Pete? How's things? Did you have a nice evening yesterday? I fell asleep yesterday watching Final Destination 2. It was a fantastic start to the film. I can't remember the ending because I was snoring, basically. Yeah, that new Titans, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I mean, obviously we've seen sort of like a paper release as such. It'll be very, very interesting to see just exactly what oomph that thing's got, mate. More importantly, it'll be very interesting to see how that ties in with what they release in terms of unlocked sort of cores and whatever it's called on the 980, sorry, the 1080 Ti. See, I've never bought a Titan, mate. I've always felt you get better bang for buck with the sort of, if you like, the Ti series, sort of each generation. I mean, the Titans aren't there for really for anyone other than super high resolution multi-monitor setups, which isn't something I'm particularly worried about. I mean, I could argue if I had a completely and utterly endless supply of cash, it would be nice for me for my driving simulators, perhaps, race sims, but I could never justify a Titan, dude. Not. I mean, as much as I'd love one. Just to have owned one, and they always look fucking sexy as well. But I always go with a third-party Ti version if I can. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I like that. I like that. We'll stick with this. What's up, for? What's what? You didn't hear? I heard the music. Did you not hear the music? I could hear it. You did not hear it either. I'll tell you what, let me restart the stream. I'll be back in a jiffy.